Hey guys, AK John here. Welcome back to the channel, Adventures in Kalashnikov. Today we have a really special piece for you guys to take a look at and review. This is something that's been a little bit controversial in the AK community. This is, of course, the B WEST AK47S. This one is a spiker, and it has the beautiful blonde chew wood. And it's in really great shape for how old it is. This particular rifle was given to me to document by my father-in-law. I want to say a huge thanks to him for letting us document this. It's a great piece of history, and it's really a beautiful firearm. Let's take a detailed look at this guy. All right, the AK47S by B WEST. This is a Chinese pattern stamped AK47 AKM. As you can see, it's got the original Chinese type chew wood. I believe that all of the B WEST imports or the parts kits builds came with the non-checkered pistol grips. Of course, this is a parts kit build. This is an entire Chinese rifle except for the receiver. So we believe that B WEST was importing these parts kits starting in 85 or 1986. And they were importing these along with fully built imported Chinese rifles. Of course, those will be denoted by the Made in China stamp on them. And a lot of these American-made U.S. receivers were not heat treated. So there's a huge debate on which ones were and which ones weren't. And of all the information I can find, this guy here has been heat treated. And another thing that kind of corroborates that fact is that it's been shot a lot. This guy has over 1,000 rounds through it. And neither of the pinholes are egged out at all. And there's no deformation on the ejector. Everything actually looks really good on this rifle. And the bluing is just gorgeous. It's original Chinese barrel with the real heavy machining marks. The spiker. Bolt carrier in the white, no lightning cut. Rivets are really smooth. Look really well installed. The Chinese trigger guard with one single rivet in the center. Very unique to the Chinese builds. Man, what a really cool gun. Let's flip it over and take a look at the other side. All right, let's take a look at this side here. Standard AK stuff. What is interesting is these dust covers. Always have this little notch. That's a Chinese thing. And here we have the B WEST Tucson stamp, made in the USA. They did have 2 holes drilled and tapped for screws. From my research, it tells me that they were going to come out with a scope rail to fit this pattern, but ultimately never did. I've also heard or read that these 2 screws were used as reinforcement for the rail, but I don't believe that. I'm not sure. Interesting though, nonetheless. So another telltale sign of the heat-treated or not heat-treated receiver is going to be the serial number and the prefix. A lot of the stuff that I've read says that the non-heat treated receivers, which were made out of 1010 steel, soft steel, they were all serialized on the right side of the receiver, on the receiver itself. Those are usually your problematic receivers. Now again, don't take what I'm saying as gospel. I'm just going by the research I found in reading and talking to people. But also, with this serial number, you can see there's a B, a W, and then their series started with an A, B, C, or D. And apparently the BWA series did have a few receivers that were not heat treated. And by the time they got to BWD, all of these should be heat treated correctly and they should be good to shoot. And of course this one is. It's, like I said, it's been through over 1,000 rounds and no issues thus far. So it's a very, very good find, very cool rifle. Yeah, I really am glad that I've gotten the opportunity to document this for you guys and for myself. We're going to give this guy a really good detail clean and make sure it can withstand another 100 years. What a cool gun. All right, a quick look inside of this guy. We've got the Chinese double hook trigger, that beautiful plum coloring on the Chinese hammer. And also notice it's got a spring-loaded firing pin, which was specific to the commercial exports. Rails look good. Everything looks good inside this guy. Very, very nice. We've got the Chinese sight leaf, Chinese vented gas tube. Notice no gas ports here in the gas block. And then of course the hooded front sight block, along with the threaded muzzle. So again, this model, being that it does have this D in the serial number, denotes that this was made in 1989. So this had to have been made right around the time of the Bush 1 ban. All right, one last quick look of the Chinese trunnion. I believe these were all scrubbed and remarked when they came in, with the BW, the B West markings. Again, this nice, beautiful chew wood, and the trapdoor for the cleaning kit. Chinese smooth top cover, again with the cutout in the rear. These are pretty heavy duty, really thick. And the recoil spring guide. All right, one more shot with the bayonet extended. Really cool spiker. These guys are really hard to find. The lower handguard that's been cut to accommodate the spiker. Also getting harder to find. Very nice bluing again. Overall, just a gorgeous rifle. Beautiful Chinese specimen made by B West in the US of A. All right, guys, the B West AK47S. Very cool piece of history. Beautiful firearm, great shooter. Just make sure you get the ones with the correct, proper heat treated receivers, and these things should last you a lifetime. Very nice, super smooth. Triggers are amazing. Just like all of the normal Chinese guns, everything is super smooth. It's fairly accurate. And one of my favorites. Again, I want to thank my father-in-law for allowing us to document this beauty. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video and enjoy what I do and the content that I bring. If you do, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.